That dog gonna cry. Tell you done put the hurt on that dog. Yo, 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 what's up? This is John from Judge Innovation Garage in the Peach, capital of the state, baby. I thought since yesterday did so good, yesterday did just amazing. Did 3 live yesterday, and the combination of all 3 lives, 8, I think 3 lives yesterday. One was 30 minutes long. It was like 5,000 views in 30 minutes. What's up, Carolina Big? One live, like 30 minutes, was like 5,000 views, which was crazy. And then I did another live, and it was like 8,000. And then I done another live, and it was like 5,000. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So just yesterday alone, I got about 17 to 18,000 views yesterday. That's crazy. So I'm picking up what you're laying down. So I said, well, we'll do the 8 o'clock wake up call this morning. We'll check in, see what everybody's doing. And we'll go live for about an hour this morning, maybe 45 minutes, standing on the roof of this truck. Then we'll wait a little while during the day. We'll go live again, be standing on that side of the truck. And we'll go wait a little bit, and we'll go live again, stand another part of the truck. So that's what we're gonna do. Just as soon as I get through eating this. So got my little taco, got my sandpaper. I'm gonna start out with 240 on the roof. It's a little bit more chunky on the top because I hammered it. So we're gonna start out with 240, then I'm gonna go to 320, then I'll go to 400 or 500 wet. Got my guide coat. I need my board. I need a board that goes across this daggone bed rail. I'm happy to see, I'm gonna have to get a board. My feet are gonna sleep. I'm happy to see Built on a Budget sitting on his front porch. So hopefully if the rain holds off, and everything, I'm going to go see Built on a Budget Saturday. I'm going to go see him Saturday. So that's enough of that. So let's get after it. What's up, Impala J? Hey, Impala J, I was just eating cottage cheese. You like cottage cheese? Probably not. If you don't like buttermilk, you probably don't like cottage cheese. What's up, Woody? Well, I'm gonna go get some for you. Hold on, don't go nowhere, Jay. Jay, this is for you. Matter of fact, hold on one second. Hold on a minute, Jay. Don't go nowhere. I got something for you, my man. Just hold on. Hold on, my man. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm coming, Jay. I'm coming, Jay. I'm coming. Man, that sounds weird, me saying it. Cottage cheese, Frank's Red Hot. We put that shit on everything. Let go. Ha ha! Stir that stuff up. Yes, sir. That's for you, Jay. I found this new flavor yesterday. It's called Blue Razzle Lemonade. Hey, hold on. Who else does that? Who else cleans the lid off? Who else does it? Son of a. That thing tastes like it had vermouth in it. That's like a dry, dirty martini. Woo, that was, if you know what I'm talking about, that dry taste like that. What in the hell is in that? Oh well. It is what it is. I done bought it now. I'm drinking it. All right, boys and girls. Let's see. Hold on a second. Hold on. What's up, Daniel? What's up? Make sure you wash your hands. I don't hardly wear gloves trying to learn something. Oh, yeah, I don't wear them neither. It's not really crucial right now. I never seen Nina before, but now I'm mentioning it. Why haven't those lids got to be nasty. What lids? Oh, yeah. I have a question. I don't know. Everybody, I appreciate everybody capping in. If you're new to the channel, man, do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 4,000. Like 3,720. We're at 3,720. So 80 will make it 38. And another 2. So 280 people from 4,000. Man, the goal today is to get 280 people to subscribe. Man, there's 51 people on there. Man, we can do it together. You can do it. We can do it together. I promise you it doesn't go unwanted. What is the purpose of a man on the planet? I am block sanding this 68 C10. The purpose of a man on the planet, I don't know. Everybody has their own purpose. I mean, why does it just got to be a man? Why can't it? What is the purpose of? Why does it have to be a man? Why can't it just be? What's the purpose of every human being on the planet? 6.8 billion people. What is the purpose of every human being on the planet? How about that question? I appreciate you. I appreciate that, Tanya. Country, you got to do it. I've already done that, man. That shit ain't nothing. So like yesterday, what I was telling you. So I'm doing the roof, right? I'm doing the roof of the cab, and I got the guide coat down on this side. This is the guide coat, right? It's chalk dust, so it shows me where I've been and where I've not been. And think about it as a clock dial, right? So you got a clock, right? You got 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 5 o'clock, right? So I cross-hatch pattern like 7 to 1, 7 to 1, 7 to 1, 7 to 1. And then I go back the other way and I go 11 to 5, 11 to 5, 11 to 5, 11 to 5. Right, so I do a crosshatch pattern, right? Don't sand like this. don't sand in circles, okay? The whole goal of sanding, block sanding, or final sanding, the whole purpose of sanding is to get the substrate, which is the panel, it's called a substrate, to get it flat. And to do that, you have to cross hatch, like 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or 11 and 5, 11 and 5, or 3 and 9, 3 and 9. But you got to make an X. So it don't matter which direction it doesn't matter what number you go on a clock dial. You just have to make an X. So I go 1 7, 1 7, 1 7, 1 7, or 11 5, 11 5, 11 5, 11 5, 11 5. All right. So let me show you. So this is the guide coat, right? And you got the clock dial, right? So you got 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? And I'm using this little taco, and this thing's already been blocked like multiple times. This is like almost the final sand. So what I'm talking about is don't do this, right? I'm not even gonna do it. Don't do this because that's just making swirls, right? We're not polishing floors. We're not doing concrete floors. We're not putting wax on floors. We're trying to make this flat. So this right here is guide coat, right? So what I'm saying is, see, 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock. If you look at it as a clock dial, you got 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So we're going 1 7, 1 7, 1 7, 1 7. All right. I have misplaced my magnet for my phone to put on my tripod to show this, so I'm doing this one-handed. All right. Then you take a microcloth and you just wipe the dust off of it, or you can get a brush and wipe it, right? So you see those little dots? That is low spots because it's so textured from the high build. So that is 1 to 7, 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 1 to 7. All right. If you do it this way, this is 11 5. And you just keep doing that. So that is the objective for today. You just keep doing it. And you keep doing it until you end up like that. All right? So you keep doing it until you're slicker than a minnows. Woo! All right? You keep doing that, you keep doing that, you keep doing that, you keep doing it until you're slick. You know, slick like a beaver, not furry like a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come on now, fam. Let's go. Come on. Come on. I need to put a board across here so I can stand on it like a walk board. Come on. Come on with your good self. All right, let me see. Hold on. Yes. All the free game he's giving. Hey, I appreciate that, Carolina B. Yeah. Hit that like button. Yeah, Braden. It works for me, and I've done it for years, well, decades. And like this morning's wake up call, right? If you don't do anything except watch the 8 o'clock wake up call. This morning's 8 o'clock wake up call was the 330 300 rule. So you got 330 300 rule. What that means is if you spend 3 minutes a day. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I forgot to let my chickens out. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to let my chickens out. Let me show you. I ain't lying. Come on, girls. See Carolina Big? That's my grass. We was having a conversation. So I got to let my chickens out. They got to be bugging, eating lizards and crickets and frogs and all kinds of stuff. All right, boys and girls. So back to this morning's 8 wake up call. You got the 3 minute, 30 minute, 300 minute. Okay. So if you spend 3 minutes a day on something, 3 minutes a day on something, 3 minutes a day on something, you'll get better at it. You spend 30 minutes a day on something, you'll get even better at it. You spend 300 minutes a week on something, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. 3 minutes, you'll start getting good at it. 30 minutes, you'll get better at it. 300 minutes, you'll change your life. You'll change your life. You get what you put in it, boys and girls. You get what you put in it. And I just blowed that snot booger out. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you something else. 10,000 hours is what they say you have to put into something to be a professional. I disagree with that, but I understand their concept. You have to put 10,000 hours into a task to become a professional. That's 416 days. That's 1.12 years. I disagree with that because if you put 10,000 hours in something the wrong way, you're not a professional, right? But that's what they say, 10,000 hours. Well, there's 2,000, 10,000 hours. That's not right. Yeah. 10,000 hours, and there's 2,000 hours in a year if you work Monday through Friday. Yeah, that's right. So they say if you put 10,000 hours in something, I had to think about that for a second. If you put 10,000 hours in something, you become a professional. That's 416 days if you do it every day, 24 hours a day, but you can't do that every day. Yeah, that's not right. So there's 2,000 work hours in a year. So 2 into 10, that's 5. You'd have to put 5 years into something to get good at it, to be a professional. 5 years. Because there's 160 work hours in a month, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, for a normal human being. So 160 times 12 comes up to be like 1,800 and some change. Just let's round it up to 2,000. So 2,000 into 10, that's 5. So that's 5. That's 5 years. So you would have to take 5 years of your life invested in something to try to be a professional, and you're still not a professional. In my eyes, you're still not a professional. You're just learning. You're still learning. I mean, there's people that put decades and decades and stuff to master a trade, and you still don't really master a trade because it's always changing. Eight to 5. I remember when I worked part-time. Hey, that's pretty. Stenosis. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I remember my first part-time job too. I don't work 8 to 5. I am working on a 68 C10 Woody Wood. Yes, I shaved the drip rails. Elko, what's up, Elko? Yeah, so. Yeah, I forgot to hit the, with everything going on yesterday with the fiber, putting fiber internet in yesterday to get fiber internet. I forgot to hit post on yesterday's wake-up call. So I apologize for everybody. That I did not hit the 8 o'clock wake-up call and everybody was looking for it and I forgot to hit it. I apologize. Again, let's see. 280 people from being 4,000 subscribers, man, to the channel. And I'd greatly appreciate it if we can get to that. So that's the goal for this week, to hit 4,000. If we can hit 4,000, man, that'll just tickle me to death. Me neither. Yeah. I average about 400 hours a month, their cyanosis. So I work 3 to 1 to everybody else's ratio. So Carolina Big probably works that many hours too. He probably puts in that many hours too. So somebody's probably gonna say, why don't you have a mask on? I appreciate that, Junebug. I appreciate that. I guess I try not to use the air blower or anything to blow the dust off, because it's already dusty anyway. I'd like to have one of them dust extractors, and I thought about building one where it blows fresh air down and then it has an exchanger at the bottom that sucks up in the dust. Now I do have sanding blocks that have vacuums on them, but they just make too much noise when I'm trying to do videos, and I gotta holler but a micro cough works really, really good. Do you think you could fabricate a 19.4? All right. So here's where we're at. Let me get the dust off the lens. Here's where we're at. You can see where we started together, and you can see this microfiber. See, you can hear it. Listen, I'm gonna be quiet. Listen. It's still not 100% slick because you can hear it, right? Now watch when I get over here. It's definitely not slick, all right? So that's where we're at, and I can't say King of Detroit 313. I can't say that I've ever done one, but I'm not gonna say that I couldn't. You can do anything you want to, you put your mind to it. You can do anything you want to, you put your mind to it. With the right tools, the right motivation, man, you can build anything you want, man. You can build anything you want. Now, I'm not putting pressure. I'm not pushing down. I'm not applying pressure. I am, but I'm not. I'm letting, look. I'm just letting the block and gravity do its job. I just said that I've never personally built a cab over, a sleeper cab, but I'm willing to try. If I've got a drawing and an idea on what I'm supposed to execute, and I got the right tools, I got the drive, I got the experience. Yeah, I mean, why not? It's been broken down, the bare chassis. Well, when I got this truck, the only thing they had was a cab and a title, and I done everything else. So, just email me at jginnovationgarage@gmail.com. If you're serious and you want to talk about something and put pen to paper and talk about numbers, just email me, jginnovatation garage@gmail.com. My guys, Carolina Big, and Impala J. Hey, and you gotta have a case of buttermilk, because we gotta ship a case of buttermilk to my guy Impala J. We're gonna get him to drink buttermilk before the end of the year. Before the end of the year, write it down, pencil it in. Write it in your Palm Pilot. We gonna get Impala J to drink a glass of buttermilk before the end of the year. You best believe that. I'm gonna get him to drink a glass of buttermilk. If I have to get on a plane, a train, or a bus, I ain't riding no bus. And I sure the hell ain't walking. We're gonna get Impala J to drink a damn glass of buttermilk. Even if it's that big, he gonna drink some buttermilk. He gonna drink some buttermilk. You best believe it. I'm gonna get him. Hey, as long as you drink the buttermilk, Jay, I don't care what you put in it. You can put Frank's Red Hot. We put that shit in everything. You can put Frank's Red Hot in it. I don't care. You're gonna drink a glass of buttermilk. And if we have to go to South Louisiana to pick up that truck, and we all have to get together and ride, we're gonna do a road trip. We're gonna get some crawfish bowl. We're gonna get some daggone. What else we're gonna get? We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Yeah. Hell, we just might go to South Louisiana to get some damn gumbo. Hey Jay, is it? Yeah. Hey Jay. No, I'm messing with you. Hey, they need to sponsor me, damn it. They sent me an email and I sent it back up the food chain and I ain't heard nothing from them. Frank's Red Hot, we put that shit on everything. Y'all need to help a brother out. God, I was gonna say something, Jay, to Impala J. It'll come back to you in a minute. That's what happened. Ooh, look, OCD squirrel. Or ADHD. Let me read the comments, maybe it'll come out. Who in the hell drinks butter? I drink buttermilk. I drink it. I'll fill a glass all the way up and I'll drink it. Oh, Impala J. Is it jalapeno cornbread? Jalapeno on a stick? Is it jalapeno on a stick cornbread? Or, hey Jay, hold on a second. Let's ask something. What kind of cornbread? How you make cornbread? Because that right there is going to dictate the whole conversation. Drop it down in the comments, Impala J. How do you make cornbread? See, this channel ain't just about car content, man. We talk about food. We talk about fishing. We talk about life. We talk about everything. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, boys and girls. We're almost up to 4,000. We're like 280 people away from 4,000. I love standing, man. Yeah, I got some more Frank's Red Hot in the house. It's that sweet and tangy. Oh Lord, you hurt my heart, Jay. You put sugar in cornbread? Come on, Jay. Don't put sugar in cornbread. You make sweet cornbread? Jay, come on, man. Don't tell me you make sweet cornbread. Come on, man. Come on. Jay, come on. When I was 10 years old, I woke up in the middle of the night and was thirsty. Thought I grabbed a quart of milk to steal a drink, but it was buttermilk. Hey, Richard. Hey, it ain't for everybody, man. I love buttermilk, man. I love it. Jay, You know, I told you yesterday I just moved you up the ladder because you said you like poke salad and deviled eggs. I just knocked you down, man. I just knocked you down. Jay, I can't believe you make sweet cornbread. I can't believe you make sweet cornbread. I use Jiffy sometimes. So you like Elko? You use Jiffy box? My grandma used to put a little sugar in hers. Well, I guess that will be all right, Carolina Big. I guess it depends on how much sugar Impala J puts in his cornbread. But I mean, there's some people, you know, I've been to some family reunions, I say that, but I hadn't been to one of them in decades, you know. That's the sucky thing about white people, man. They don't do family reunions like the black culture or the Hispanic culture. Hell, probably any other culture other than white people. Damn gringos. I mean, they ain't no telling. It just depends on how much. I mean, when I went to like family reunions and there'd be cornbread on the table, you know, and pintos and sliced onions and wild onions, you know, and I get a piece of cornbread. I said, ooh, that cornbread look good. Ooh, that cornbread look good. Ooh, that cornbread look good. Get back to the table. I got the damn diabetes. Ooh, that cornbread got more sugar in it than the birthday cake. And I'll be like, throw it over there, and the birds come over there, and they'll be like, they don't even want it. Hell, the dog wouldn't even eat it. Yeah, I can't, yeah, and I can't. No Jiffy, hell no. My family likes the sweet. My grandma didn't sugar. Yeah, I'd probably like your grandma. I'd probably like your grandma's cornbread. Because, you know, they was so damn poor back in the day, they didn't have sugar, you know. They lived in a time where they sent you next door to borrow a cup of sugar. You know, invited to my cookout. Wet, sanding, clearing, but listening. Well, Carolina Big, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. Yep. Do you eat chitlins? I have eaten them before. Is it my favorite thing to eat? No, it's not my favorite thing to eat. It's not my favorite thing. I have even eat chicken feet. It's not my favorite thing to eat, but I mean, I've eat it, you know. What's up, Vic? What's up, Metal Art? I mean, I've eaten stuff that I probably didn't even know what it was because it's just it's out of respect. I'll tell you this, when I was stationed in California, I love chicken feet and frog legs. Now, hey, I got a recipe for frog legs for you. Hold on 1 second. Don't let me forget it, and I'll tell you. So when I was stationed in California, one of my shipmates, one of my buddies, whatever you want to call us, frog man, squid man, whatever. We had a 4-day Liberty, and he lived in Bell Gardens, and he invited me to his home over the weekend, to his parents' home over the weekend. They was having a cookout. I can't remember what time of year it was. I just remember going, and I was in Cali, you know, and I lived on the East Coast, so, you know, I wasn't coming home. So I just stayed. 4 days is not enough time to fly from West Coast to East Coast, spend some time. You'll be on the plane most of the time, and, you know, I'd rather stay there. So he invited me to his house. We go to his house. We get there, and when we go to come in the house, there's like a little foyer, like a little room that you walked into before you actually went into the house, and you had to take your shoes off. All right? You had to take your shoes off. And then once you took your shoes off, you had to take your socks off. And when you took your socks off, there was a box there that had like little foodies in it. And you took those foodies out of that box. Now, this is in the 90s now. You took the foodies out of that box and put it on your feet, and then you walked into the house. All right? And you was in the house, right? And then when you went outside, when you left, you took those footies off, you throw them into the dirty box, you put your socks back on, you put your shoes back on, and then you left, right? So that was interesting. So they had like a cookout kind of thing in the back. So you didn't have to come through the house, you could go around the house. So, you know, the next day, you know, we went around the house, we didn't go through the house, so I didn't have to take my shoes off. And there's all kinds of food and stuff on the table, right? All kinds of stuff. There's some stuff I could kind of see what that was, whatever. There was stuff on that table that I've never seen, never heard, and never smelt of. But you best believe, when my friend's mama come over there, she said, "You want to try some of this, honey?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, what is that?" And she's like, "Oh, what's that?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, what is that?" And she'd say what it is, and it would go in one ear and out the other. She'd put it on the plate, and I'd try it. Now, there's some stuff, it was tough. Like, not tough to eat. It was tough to, like, not like chewy tough. Like, that's different. That's different. That's different. That's different. But I eat it. You know, I eat it out of respect. I clean my plate. I clean my plate. When I throw my plate in the trash, there was nothing on it but plate. So there's probably some things that I eat that I probably didn't even know, but that's okay. You know, same thing. I mean, I could have. They ain't no telling what I eat, but that's okay. And we ended up being really, really good friends. Really, really good friends. For a long time. And to this day, strangers are not allowed in my house. Strangers, servicemen. And if you come in my house, guess what? You take your shoes off and you put some damn footies on. You don't come in my house with dirty feet. Don't do it. And you don't, hey, here's something else. You don't get in the bed. You don't do any of that shit with dirty clothes on. Like if you've been outside, like been to town, been to school, been to the grocery store, if you've been out of my perimeter and you come back home and you come in my house, my kids, you take your clothes off, you put them in the dirty clothes hamper, you take a shower, you wash your dirty ass, you put on clean clothes, then you can lay in the bed or lay on the floor or whatever. You do not take your dirty ass and lay on the couch, the recliner, the floor, the bed, nothing with them dirty outside clothes on. Don't happen. You take that shit off, you throw it in the dirty clothes hamper, you spray it down with some Lysol, you go in there and you wash your nasty ass and your nasty balls, and then you put on clean clothes, and then you can go do whatever you want to. Let's see. Let me catch up on these comments. I was raised on a farm. Yeah, me too, Jay. Chicken feet's work. Oh, that's funny, okay. That's funny. What's up, Tulu? Carolina, yeah, Tulu. Swapping stuff. Yeah, I'm trying. Hey, I tell you what, Swap and Stuff Garage. The 3 lives that I did yesterday, the combination of all 3 lives was like 15,000 views, those 3 lives yesterday. So I was like, okay, I'm picking up what y'all laying down. Y'all want to see Jay work. Y'all want me to put some pressure. Or like my boy Tulu would say, we got that movement going on. We got that motion. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do a live. In this morning. So it's 9. I'm going to do a live this morning. Do a little bit of sanding. And then I'll take a break from live and do some more stuff. And then I'll jump on live again and we'll do some more sanding and we'll get caught up with whoever couldn't watch at 8 o'clock. And then I'll come back in and hop in and do another live. I'm like 280 people from 4,000. 280 people from 4,000. I'm going to show y'all here in just a second. We almost there. That's what she said. Well, I'm almost there. We almost there. Let me get caught up on this. Oh yeah, Tulu. Hey, look. Hey, check this out, everybody. If everybody hadn't been over to Tulu's page, what's up, Cars in the Cut? What's up, Yoda, Yorda. Sorry, I butchered that. If you're new to the channel, buddy or lady, I don't know which one you are. Hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if nobody has been over to Tulu's TV and seen that neon sign, yes, sir. If nobody's been over to Tulu's TV and seen his video drop yesterday with that neon sign, that son of a bitch is fire. Man, I love that son of a gun. Do you know what? You know the only thing that I don't like about it is that there's not one. Jake about lost it. Y'all see that? I about blew a tire out right there. The only thing that is missing is I need one right there. We'll move that sign down, and I need one right there. What y'all say? Yeah. Who asked me a question? Daniel Shaw. I'm not using a block. I'm using this taco. The truck's already been blocked with hard blocks. This is like almost the final sand, and this right here is 220. So I will come back and do 320. I'll change the paper out in a minute and do 320, and then after I do the whole truck in 320, I will do the whole truck either in 400 or 500, depending on what I have, and I'll do that. I'll do that wet, and then I'll seal the truck, basically. I'll seal it, base it, clear it. New here, who are you and where are you at? Dirty 17, my name is JG Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the State. That's who I am. Where am I at? I'm right here in the shop, and I'm standing on this 68 C10 truck named AKA Soul Eater, meaner than a dog pissing tax. And this is what we do. Yes, sir. All right. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that button, let go. Let me show you where we're at, because it don't cost a dime to hit that subscribe button or hit that thumbs up. I promise you, it's not going to cost you a dime. I promise you, it's free. Just hit it. What it will do is it'll put me in a different algorithm bracket, and we're almost to 4,000. 4,000 subscribers. 4,000 subscribers. All right, check this out, boys and girls. Let me get the dust off. That's what I told her. Let me get the dust off. All right, so just that little bit of time of me running my mouth, you can see that, well, you almost can see. You know what? Let me get my light. Y'all hang tight. I said that yesterday. Let me get my sanding light. Y'all hang tight. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here. Give me like 2 minutes. Give me like a minute. Girl, give me like a minute, and I'll make you want to marry a motherfucker. Just give me 1 minute, girl. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Don't go nowhere. Let me get my light. Yeah. Yes, sir. Don't go nowhere. Oil goes down. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, girl. And you'll want to marry. All right, hold on. I got to tighten it up. Don't go nowhere. I'm almost got it. I got to get it adjusted. Don't go nowhere. Hang tight. Y'all talk so much yourselves. They got to tighten the nut up. That's what she said. I got to tighten it up, baby. I got to tighten it up. Oh, you get a line, I'll get a pole, honey. You get a line, I'll get a pole, baby. You get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go down to the crawdad hole, baby. All right. Oh, yeah. Give me 20 seconds. I'm coming. That's what she said. I'm almost there. Ooh. I'm going to have to move y'all around, though. All right. All right. So this is my lot. I made this lot. See this? For sanding. So what I'm going to do is I'll... yeah, so that's where we're at. Look, man, I walked over there and I lost... Man, I walked over there and I lost 52 people, man. They walk over there to get a light. That is crazy. That is crazy. That ain't gonna work. I guess we'll just leave it right there. Come on, fat girl, get out of the way. Hold on, let me get this out of the way for a second. I don't want to bust my motor. Oh yeah, that mo better. That's what she said. I gotta see the light of happiness. That's what she said. Wanna see the light? Your light's gonna shine. You're gonna shine. Yeah, boy. Let's see. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I got in to see the light of happiness. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, boy. You got to be able to see what you're doing. I like to see what I'm doing. A lot of people like to do it in the dark. I don't like to do it in the dark. I like to do it in the light. I want to see what I'm doing. I got to see. I got to get down there in personal. Ooh, yeah. Yes, sir. So we found out that Impala J makes sweet cornbread. He don't like buttermilk, but he puts buttermilk in his cornbread. He don't like he uses sugar and a jiffy box. So does Elko. When he makes cornbread. Does anybody put jalapenos in their cornbread? Jalapeno on a stick. Did you ever say what made it? My 96 you kind of started to feel like a classic. Did you ever say what made? Oh, yes. Yes, we said that. Yeah. I think hand sanding is better than... Oh, yeah, you can't use... Now, you can use a soft pad. You know, a lot of guys like my buddy Freddie Carson and stuff like that, they'll use a soft pad with like 600, you know, just to make sure they didn't miss anything. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's 600 grit and you're using interface pad. So they say if you use an interface pad, that kind of cuts the paper in half. So half of 600 is 3, so 6, 7, 8, 9. So technically with an interface pad with 600 grit, it actually represents like 900 grit. 626. Oh, I've always had to touch of sugar sometimes in that chicken. Sweet corn. Now, so if you put sweet corn in cornbread, that kind of drops it on the side of like Mexican style cornbread, because I went to a restaurant one time and they had cornbread. They called it Mexican cornbread, and it had red peppers in it, had corn in it, had jalapenos in it, and it had some pieces of cheese in it. Now, I'm sure that's probably somebody's personal recipe or concoction or something. But, you know, the Walmart around here, All right, I don't know what happened. The Walmart around here, Walmart does not have an S on the end of it. It's Walmart. It ain't Walmarts. There's no S on Walmarts. So the Walmart around here don't have Mexican corn, which is corn made by Del Monte, and it's Mexican blend corn. Now, the Walmart in Asheboro and Albemarle and Aberdeen, they don't have, the Walmart here don't have Mexican corn, is what it says on the can. Don't be hating me. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. I got a text message that says I'm here. And I'm like, what? I'm here. And I walked outside. I thought somebody was here. Cornbread, right. I never had it. We still here? Oh, yeah. All right, hold on a second. Let me get caught up. All right, sweet corn. I used it when eating different soups. Oh, yeah, that's good. I like soups, too. No jalapenos, good way to mess up the cornbread or beans. Cornbread, right, never had that. We still here. I grew up on a farm of chickens. I'd like the button if you hadn't already. I didn't have hogs until my kids. I taught them how. Yeah, so, I mean, I grew up I know how to make bacon, ham hocks, side meat. I know how to can. I know the old ways because I grew up, that's how I grew up. You know, processing hogs, meat, you know, vegetables, you know, stuff like that. Hey, tell me how you make mashed potatoes. Drop it down in the comments and tell me how you make mashed potatoes. Tell me how you make mashed potatoes. Let's see. I'm in North Carolina, in the center of the state, the peach capital of the state. Tell me how, everybody, drop it down in the comments, how you make mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah, I love that Carolina big. Used to ride them son of a guns, big old pink hogs. My grandpa, he liked white hogs. He said he didn't like pink hogs because the meat or something. I don't know. I guess it was just his personal preference. I don't know. Open the package, add water. Hey, Woody, I ain't mad at you. Homemade, I didn't use a mixer until I got older. We had Wilbur. He was good. He was a good guy later. Tasted good too. Yeah. That's funny, Carson, because so if y'all want to know, I'm going 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 1 7, 1 7, 1 7, 1 7, 1 7. Then I come back around and I go 11 5, 11 5, 11 5, and that gives me a crosshatch pattern. So that's what I'm doing. We had taters in the garden. Yeah. So how do y'all make? Drop it down in the comments how y'all make mashed potatoes. See, I tell you, man, this channel's about everything. I'm going to teach you how to sand. I'm going to teach you how to block, teach you how to make a light. We're going to tell you about food. It's about life, man. It ain't just about cars. And I wish more people would understand that and come over here to the channel and hit that subscribe button, man. We almost 4,000. Like, when I checked this morning, I was 3,720. So 80 would make us 38. And then that's 2. So we're almost there. Mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes or smashed potatoes? Mashed potatoes, man. Mash them. Yeah, I know, mash them up and season them, but walk me through the process. Break it down in short. You know, how do you do it? Okay, so we peel them. Okay, hold on. You wash the potato, you peel it, and then you put it in a pot, and then what do you do? When you take the potato and you peel it, you wash it, you peel it, all right? You peel it, and then you throw it in the pot. From the pot, tell me, how do you get from the potato to the mash? Tell me, how do y'all do it? Mash them up. What's up, Shane? Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, man. I appreciate you. It don't cost a dime, I promise you. If you got a question about cars, painting and body, welding, metal fabricating, drop it down in the comments. I'll answer it. Right now, I'm block sanding the roof of this 68 C10, and we're talking about making mashed potatoes. We use to get milk from our cows. Okay, so okay. Use a pocket knife, peel some, but sometimes I would peel. We want to be a baller, but not a wood. Everybody is right there, but they're not getting it. So if you take the potato and you put it in the pot, what do you put in the pot to make the potato soft so you can mash it? That's what I want to know. I'm not going to say it. I want y'all to tell me. So you got to get the potato. You got to boil the potato so you can mash it. So how do you boil the potato? There we go. Cars in the Cut says water. Colin says water. All right, that's where we're at, water. So you put water in the pot. Who else puts water in the pot? So Cars in the Cut put water in the pot. Yes, boil them slow in water. Okay, Naomi says we put water. Who else says water? Man, I'm going to go to sleep. Hey, milk and butter. But do you boil it in water? Elko, do you boil the potato in water? Daniel says water. Water and milk. It seems like the consensus, everybody boils their potato in water, is what it's saying. Is that what I'm hearing? Everybody boils their potato in water. Boil the potatoes, rice them, then milk, butter, cream, garlic, salt, mix. Okay. So it seems like to me that everybody washes their potato, peels their potato, puts their potato in a pot, or tater, whatever you want to call it. They put it in a pot, fill it up with water, put a little bit of salt in there, bring it to a boil. Put a little butter in the water, bring it to a boil, rinse, drain it, mash the potatoes, put your seasoning in it, right? Okay. You want me to change your life? Don't use water. Everybody listening? Don't use water. Don't use water. Use chicken broth. Use chicken broth. If you can afford it, use chicken broth. So the next time you make mashed potatoes, wash your potato, peel your potato, wash your potato. If you want to cut your potato up into fours, in cubes, put your potato in the pot. Instead of putting water in the pot to boil your potatoes, use chicken broth. Then, when you drain the chicken broth, right, don't pour the chicken broth out, right? Everybody pay attention. Once you boil the potatoes, and the potatoes are ready to mash, drain the chicken broth into another pot, mash the potatoes, then take the chicken pot with the chicken broth, turn that into gravy, and now you got mashed potatoes and gravy. Woo, you better stop lying to me, Jay. Woo, we do cooking. Don't say chicken, you'll get elko. So, if you boil the potatoes in chicken broth, and then after the potatoes are soft and ready to mash, drain the chicken broth out of that pot into another pot through a colander or a strainer, right? Now you have your chicken broth sitting over here. Mash your potatoes, right? So when I do mashed potatoes, I do butter, salt, pepper, a little bit of Duke mayonnaise, and a little bit, and then I mix it up, right? And then I set that to the side. I take the chicken broth that I use to boil my potatoes, and I come over here and I make my gravy out of my chicken broth. Now we have our potatoes and our gravy. No, man, gravy too runny. Oh, no. No. So while you're making the gravy, while it's still cold, not while it's hot, you can make the gravy, take cornstarch and put it in take cornstarch and mix it up in a separate cup. Take cornstarch and put it in some water and mix it up, or some chicken broth, cold chicken broth, and then pour that cornstarch into the gravy to thicken it up. Now your gravy's a little bit of thick, and it'll stick on the bone when it goes down. What happened to Tulu? What happened to Tulu? Hold on, I missed something. I've been telling the lady, I'm gonna tell the old lady she's been doing it wrong. Tulu, you better not do that. You better not do that. But that is how I do mashed potatoes. I was taught that when I was 15 at the restaurant. Old lady that worked in the back, her name was Bernice. And that's how she made mashed potatoes and the gravy for the lunch special. We would boil, we'd boil like big ass pot of potatoes, right? Idaho potato, big ass potatoes. And she would tell me to go get the chicken broth. And I'd go get the chicken broth. And I said, what are you doing, Bernice? She said, we're going to make mashed potatoes. And I'm like, okay. So she has me to pour the chicken broth in the pot, and I cut it up in a bowl. And I said, I thought you're supposed to use water. My mama uses water, my grandma. And she said, honey, that ain't how you're supposed to make mashed potatoes. This is how you're supposed to make mashed potatoes. And you take the broth that's left and you make your gravy. And I'm like, okay. I learned that when I was like 15 years old. Gonna be slinging it, walking around that chicken broth does. Oh yeah, macaroni too, yeah. So whatever you're using water for, use chicken broth. And if you don't like chicken broth, I don't know, you could use beef broth, and get the low sodium. Don't get the one that, don't get the, get the one with low sodium. Oh yeah. A lot of people would do that, Naomi. A lot of people would do that. You take the chicken, and you beat all the feathers off the chicken, and then you boil the chicken down, and then you get all the meat off the chicken to make chicken and dumplings, and then you get all the broth off the chicken, and then we would grind up the chicken bones into bone marrow. We'd grind all that up into bone meal, and then we'd make stuff out of bone meal. Nothing was wasted. And turkeys, yeah. Turkeys. Yep. Yep. So what y'all learn today? How to sand and how to make chicken broth, or how to make mashed potatoes. Ooh, boy, I tell you what, boy, we getting there. Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? Boy, I tell you what, I do know the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? Oh yeah, I can meat. Oh, pressure cooked meat. Man, I teach the buddy how to can a whole rabbit. Pressure cook a whole rabbit. Take a whole wild rabbit, right? A whole wild rabbit, a hare, a rabbit. Prep him, do everything. Stick him in a jar. Put a little bit of chicken broth in there and pressure cook that son gun in the jar. And then he would take that jar, and since you pressure cooked it, the bones are soft now, like salmon bones, and he would dump all that in there and make rabbit dumplings. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can take 1 pound of venison or deer meat or whatever you want to call it. You can cut up 1 pound of deer meat into 1-inch cubes and put it in a pint jar. And leave just a little bit of headspace. Put your seasoning stuff on top. Don't put your seasoning on the bottom because it's on the bottom. You want it on the top so gravity makes it go through. Put your little bit of seasoning on top and just put maybe 1/8 of a cup of chicken broth or beef broth or whatever you want, and then pressure cook it, and the meat will make its own juices. And then I have little bitty pint jars of deer meat. That's the only way my crowd will eat it. Deer meat in a jar, pressure cooked, and then you take that jar and you warm it up, and then you make some rice and you dump it, and now you got stewed beef and rice. That's the only way my crowd will eat it. They won't eat it no other way. So, same thing with you know, any kind of meat, you know. Man, if you're new to the channel and you hadn't hit the subscribe button, man, I'd greatly for you to hit that subscribe button, man. I promise you it's not going to cost a dime. It will not go in vain. I promise you. I appreciate every single one that hits it. It just lets me know that I'm doing what I need to do, and it motivates me to keep doing. I mean, just like yesterday, I did 3 lives and had over like 15,000 views in 3 lives, which is great. And I was doing a little bit of block sanding, so that tells me, hey, Jay, they like that. They like what they see. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm gonna give you more motion and a little bit of talking. Maybe that'll help somebody out. Spectrum's coming back out today to reprogram the modem, because the modem is not producing what it's supposed to produce. So they're coming out. I'm running about 700 down and about 500 up, and I'm supposed to be getting a gig down, you know. So they're going to come out here and reconfigure something. I just switched over to fiber, so we're going to see how that works out. Still don't stop the damn telemarketers from calling through, even when I put my phone in do not disturb. Every time the screen went black this morning, it's because the damn telemarketer's calling. And I don't understand about that. So, even the Bowser chicken till the pig. Jay got the fiber. Oh yeah, I got that fiber. I need to get some more beets. I'm out of beets. I need to go get some beets. Boy, that's looking good, boys and girls. Looking good. How many people? We got 23 people in here. Oh, been on here 68 minutes. It's helping me out. Yeah, beets are good for you, man. All right, so I wanted to stay on here for 60 minutes, so we're at 68 minutes, 69 minutes. There's 23 people in the chat. We got 33 thumbs up. That is great. I appreciate every single one of you. It is 9:30 on the East Coast. I'll probably go live again after lunch, so about 1 o'clock my time. If you're in California, it'll be 1, 2, 3. It'll be 10 o'clock on the West Coast. If you overseas, you'll be whatever it's going to be over there. I don't know what it'll be. Go to settings for D&D and set it emergency contacts only. We would go fishing and build a fire. So yeah. Well, I appreciate it. So about 1 o'clock my time after lunch, I'll go back live again, and we'll probably be on that side of the truck doing that way. We'll go another hour, and then probably around 6 o'clock my time, we'll go live again, and we'll be doing something else. And I try to do 3 lives a day, and I try to keep them within an hour. I'll be at home. Yeah. I know what you're doing, Cars. Get it, baby. Get it. So I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, man. We talk about everything. The only thing we don't talk about is politics. I don't give a shit about politics. I don't care. Worrying about what's going on ain't gonna change it. What's gonna change is your mental health, your physical health, your emotion, and your well-being. If you can't change it, why worry about it? Why put energy in something you can't fix? It's like pouring water in a bucket with no bottom. You're not getting nowhere, and it's a waste of time. Can't do nothing about it. Can't do nothing about it. Can't do nothing about it. You got 4,000 weeks. That's all you get if you're lucky. My little boy didn't get but 6 years. And he passed away January 28, 2019, and no, it wasn't COVID. Somebody sent me an email and asked me if my boy died of COVID. No, he didn't die of COVID. Perfectly healthy little boy, got a stomach bug, and he just didn't make it. So if you're lucky, you get 4,000 weeks. 4,000 weeks if you're lucky. Well, I'm 3/4 of the way done with my weeks. I had a meeting yesterday with the CEO of Percolator Oil Filters. I had a meeting yesterday with Richard Petty at Petty's Garage and the ladies up there at the foundation. We got some big things coming. Going to do some collaboration with Richard Petty and stuff. I'm super excited about that. I miss my buddy. We're going to do that. I got the Forever Six Scholarship at Randolph Community College in Asheboro, North Carolina. So I have a scholarship at Randolph Community College in North Carolina at the foundation. The scholarship is called Forever Six Scholarship. That is a scholarship that I have there in place for my son, so his memory lives on, so other people can get his scholarship to better their life. And my son, Owen, lives miraculously through them, through their dreams, because he didn't get to live through his dreams. So I done that. I put that in place so his memory would stay alive. And I took a tragedy and turned it into a positive. I deal with it every single day of my life. If I'm breathing, I'm dealing with it. And it is a struggle. You never know what somebody's going through. Never. Never know what somebody's going through. Never know. 6 months after my son died, my brother committed suicide. So I'm telling you, life is too short to be worrying about and stressing out about something you cannot have any control on fixing it. You can be the thermostat or you can be the temperature. If you're the temperature of the room when you walk into the room and you adjust to the room, that's great. I want to be the thermostat. When I walk into the room, I'm going to set the temperature of the room because I'm the thermostat of the room. The room is going to adjust to me. I'm not going to adjust to the room. Don't worry about what you can't fix. Worry about what you can fix and let the other crap go. Because the sun's going to come up and the sun's going to go down, whether me and you are here or not, regardless. It doesn't matter. Just think about it. There is 6.8 billion people in the world. And guess what? In 75 years, they'll all be dead. So what does it matter? You'll never know. There's 6.8 billion people in the world. And in 100 years, they will all be gone. So what does it matter? Why worry? Why worry? Why worry? Remember what I said, boys and girls? Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, up, loosen and dry, peace and chin grace. I'm out. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What did he say? What did he say? Hold on a second. 3, a black man cut your hair. No. Why it got to be black? Why it got to be a black man? Why can't it just be a man? Why can't he say, a man cut my hair? But I do have a homeboy. His name is Chuck Henson. And he does give me some haircut. He can do me a high and tight. And this is just a couple days old. You can say that. But I also have a Hispanic guy that cuts my hair. And he does it with a straight razor. So my question is why it got to be black? Why can't he just say, man, whoever done your hair, Jay, they done a good job. Why it got to be black? Why you got to put a color on it? See? I got to go on that one. I got to go on that one. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. 3, if you ain't been to the channel before, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. But, man, why it got to be black? Why it got to be black? Why can't he be say, hey, man, whoever put that haircut on you, Jay, they did a good job. Yeah, I got a homeboy, man. He does a pretty good job. Does a pretty good job. Why it got to be black? Why we got to put color on things, man? That's the problem with the world now. We put color on shit. Let's put color on vehicles, not on people, man. Not on people. Let's put colors on vehicles, not people. Don't put color on people, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. You do yourself a disjustice and the person that you do it to by putting a color on them, man. Why are you God almighty, man. This is a Friday night Tulu talk right here, boys and girls. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Last night, I tapped in on Tulu last night like at 12:30, 1 o'clock, and that thing went crazy. It should have been a Friday night topic. But, man, this ought to be a topic for you, Tulu. Why you got to put a color on it? Why you got to put a color on it? I don't understand. Why do you say, hey, man, that black man cuts my yard? Or, hey, man, that black man cuts my hair? Why you got to be black? Or, y'all know that white boy down the road? That's a crazy son of a bitch. Why you got to be white? Why can't he be? Hey, y'all know that dude down the end of the street? That son goes crazy. You know, why you got to put a color on it? Why you got to put you do a disjustice to everybody by doing that, to yourself and everybody else when you put a color on it. Don't put and I'm guilty of it too. It's an old habit. I'm guilty of it, and I catch myself doing it because when we grew up, it's like, hey, man, you know that black guy down there or that white guy down there? It's like second nature, and you need to train yourself to get that shit out of you. And I'm guilty of it too, and I'm not beating you up, buddy, I promise you. I'm guilty of it myself, and I try to pull back and not do that. Damn telemarketer. Damn telemarketer popped back in Carolina Big, damn telemarketer popped back in. I'm gonna do that emergency contact shit, you just wait. But back to your thing there, 3. Yes, I got a nice haircut. It's about a day or 2 old. My shit grows like crazy. Man, I can grow a full Manchu in no time. It's just crazy. It's the Viking in me, man. It's the Viking in me. Let's all try to do better by not putting color on things. Let's put color on vehicles. I'll paint a car any color you want. Any color you want. Try not to put color on people, man. Try not to put color on people. It does you and everybody else a disjustice by doing that. That's me. That's how I feel about it. And I got people I grew up with, say, hey, you know that red bone guy down the road? And they're like, what the hell did you say? Red bone. You know red bone down the road? What the hell's a red bone? Or high yalla? I grew up in that culture, so I can say, I feel I have the authority to say that because they say, hey, man, you know the red bone, red down there? You know that red bone dude down there with the freckles? If you don't know what a red bone is, then we can't even talk. Or, old boy's high yalla, we can't even talk. Or powder, y'all know powder? There's a dude over there, he's albino, but his mom and daddy, they're not albino, but he's albino. If you walk, I'll walk through it. I'll walk through it if you need me to. I appreciate it, buddy. I gotta go. I'm getting sidetracked. I'll see y'all boys back at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, some chicken grease, I'm out.